Hey there everyone, and welcome to the Flood Wave event guide. I'm sorry this is slightly later than it was going to be. I ran into some problems which I'll talk over in the tournament showcase. Looking at the set, it's got the crit damage as the 8-piece, so you don't want to mix, just like every other appearance set. And actually the stats jumped up a little bit more than they normally do from set to set. Normally it's about 20 damage on the weapon. This time I think it was 30 or so. Yeah, about 30 I think, and the other stats as well were jumped up by more than they normally do. So that was quite surprising, but maybe that's something to do with the fabled items coming. I don't know. So I set up for this is a little bit different to normal. I'm using Sandstorm instead of Teleport, and reason being, Sandstorm has nature damage and pet damage, so the two of them together make this a very powerful skill, and it's great for handling the melee enemies in this. Now, before I go into this, the boss at half health will jump up, go into the air, a load of crazy stuff happens that you don't really need to worry about, and then when he comes back down, he gets Nazra's move from the last event of the flood pools, and those will one-shot you. There's almost no way you can avoid them. You just die. So you don't want to face him in the second half of the fight. What you want to do is you want to wait until he uses a certain move where he'll stay on the ground for ages. It's where you get this slow-moving water coming in a long line from one side of the map to the other. Wait until then, paste him, get him down to about quarter health. Then when he jumps up, comes back down, you can take him down really quickly, and you shouldn't have too much trouble. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's get into this. Put a frost streak there, sandstorm behind to get those enemies, and then you just pick off these ranging enemies. I'm now going to circle around until doing damage to them with sandstorm and stuff. Alright, nearly died there, but hey ho, we're fine. Alright, so you can see all the melee enemies are down now. Now we're just going to focus on the boss, and I'm not, when he does this jump in the air, that's when he's about to use it. He's going to come down, use it. Make sure you're not in that area, otherwise you'll get stuck. But then you're good to go with the attacking. And you can see here, I got him down to about a third health there. And yeah, you want to keep casting frost drakes in the middle. Then, when he comes back down, just attack like crazy. And if you want to use Mimic or something, that's really good. Works well. I didn't quite get him that time. Okay. Well, I'm too weak to really do this. But you get the idea. I nearly killed him. And if you're a little bit stronger, or just use Mimic or something like that, works really well. There's enough time to switch skill anyway. And yeah, that was the event run for the wizard. Let's go into the archer. Hey there and welcome to the archer run. For this I'm going to be using 7 skills. I'm going to keep on Decoy, Ballista and Earth Hammer constantly, and at the beginning I'm going to buff up with Thor's Arrow, Granite Spike, and then I'm going to switch this to Mark of Hope and Blasting Shot, or otherwise known as Sniper. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to focus almost entirely on the boss. It's a technique used by powerful archers because you can do incredible single target damage. But yeah, it works really well in this event because the boss has less health than normal, and the enemies are really spread out. So if you're weak and you're trying to take out all the enemies, you'll actually summon them almost as fast as you can take them down. So yeah, I found this just as the most effective. So you start off by putting Thor's Arrow on, switch that out to Mark of Hope. Then I'm going to put Granite Spike on, and then Blasting Shot, put out a Blister on him, put Decoy on him. Now I'm going to run around behind, put Mark of Death on, and then immediately start pasting him with everything I've got. You'll see his health goes down super fast, and you may need to use a rejuvenation potion. But yeah, you can see he's almost dead, almost dead. And if I'd been a little bit quicker when you come down then, I wouldn't have had to be waiting at this point now. But you can see he's got a decoy out there. No chance, absolutely no chance. I use 1 potion, and I'll show you afterwards my set is a relic set. I'm class promotion 10, so I'm using slightly better than average of the rewards. I'm using the artifact rewards here, and this is an old relic reward. It's about as good as current artifact. And yeah, this curio, which is about how good your curio should be. So yeah, the stats are about right. And you saw I pasted it. I killed it so quickly. which yeah is what people love archers for. So I'm glad that I was able to do it for this event, because normally you can't quite if you're slightly too weak. Anyway, on with your night run. Welcome to the night run. For this one I like to use 6 skills. I'll switch out Nature Hurl for Angelic Form after the halfway point, and reason being he's got those annoying flood pools, and I just want to focus on attacking completely, so Angelic Form allows you to do that. You might get a death, I can't remember, but anyway. Nature Hurl you want to have because at some points he'll raise up a hand and he'll put out these water tornadoes nearby him, and so you can't really go close. So it's nice to have something to keep attacking him while that is the case, and you can just kind of circle round. Other than that, Aftershocks is brilliant for taking down just generally everything, the archers and stuff. I can't remember if they stand just outside of its range, but anyway, you can position yourself and hit the archers. And Thunderblade, brilliant again for taking down the boss, and then Shield of Light and Stone Skin because I love these skills. So I like to start off by running up here, and I'll use a Shield of Light around at this point. A Nature Hurl on taking down the archers. He normally does some annoying attack right at the beginning like that, so look out for that. And the suicide enemies, did I take them down? Yeah, I did. Cool. Okay. You really need to watch his attacks while you're fighting him. Generally you have to when you're a knight anyway, but yeah, when he does that jump up, you know he's about to use this move, so keep an eye out for it, and run around the outside like that. Now he's doing the... I didn't notice it, yeah. See, he raises his arm up in the air, puts the water tornadoes out. So keep an eye out for that. Alright, now he's going to do the other move again, so I can run in, get one hit with Thunderblade. I'll run around quickly. Okay, now we're at the halfway point. So I'm now going to switch to Angelic Form. Just going to heal up quickly, and then rush in and just get attacking. And I should be able to take him down. There we go. Wait for the Angelic Form as late as possible. You can generally get a good idea of when you're going to start dying, and then use it as soon as you're going to start dying. And that should give you enough space to go. So that was the event guide, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out, and I'll see you at the tournament showcase soon.